My name is Steve Poling. I'm an Assistant Superintendent of Education at Dysart Unified School District, also a member of the AASA Aspiring Superintendents Cohort. Today I'm going to talk about leadership, about the importance of leading change in this new era, about moving the community forward and creating coherence as we all work together to support student success. In Dysart, that begins with our strategic plan. Our strategic plan is a 3-year process that gets much input from stakeholders in terms of surveys, advisory groups, and summits, and really looks at what do students need to be successful in the future, where are we going as a district, and how are we going to get there. Dysart takes all of this data and creates action teams around our 4 goals. The action teams look at all the information collected from stakeholders, looks at current research, and really maps out what are our goals, what are our objectives, and the strategies to get there. It's an exciting opportunity to chart a path forward and look at what Dysart needs for the future. The committee's also looked at the profile of a college and career-ready graduate. The state measures academic skills as its main measurement for schools, and that is important, but the community has also told us that other skills such as collaboration, communication, problem solving, initiative, being a global citizen are also important. Our profile of a graduate maps out all of those knowledge, skills, and dispositions and sets a chart, a path forward for moving there. This is also a model and a symbol for the district, so that as we move forward, this plan is clear and it is symbolic moving forward. Some of our supporting information included Pathways to Prosperity report, how technology will change the future of work. The research that we had talked about that we're preparing students for jobs that do not yet exist, and we need to have them prepared for that. Jobs that are currently open and available include technology, computer science, hospitality and services, and healthcare industries. We're preparing students for jobs now and for jobs that do not yet exist. We're proud to partner with AASA on their Redefine and Ready initiative, led by Dr. David Schuler, Superintendent and past President of AASA, so that we will define what are the skills students need for make sure that they're ready for college and career. In Dysart, our focus is on personalized learning. Personalized learning means that every student can follow their interests and be self-directed, capable of guiding their own learning so they can be successful now as students and be successful in their future as well. Personalized learning, according to Dale Basie, involves the student in the creation of learning activities and relies more heavily on the student's personal interests and innate curiosity. Students are engaged in truly learning how to learn, and that is the key skill, because students that learn how to learn will be successful not only now, but in the future in college, career, and life. Dysart has created a personalized learning graphic, and that maps out what does personalized learning mean, and maps out the who, the what, the where, the when, and the how. This will be a guide as we move forward and chart a new course so that each student's learning needs will be met and each student will be challenged to be able to succeed in learning and in life. Led by Dr. Gail Pletnick, Dysart Superintendent and AASA President, we will redefine, redesign, and reimagine education in Dysart. And we started with the end in mind. What does it look like and where do we want to go? Using incubators of innovation, we pilot ideas, we see how they work in smaller settings, and then we are able to expand those. We created the Innovation Academy, that is a 5th through 8th grade program with digital curriculum that allows for individual pace. It allows opportunities for authentic learning and collaboration with peers, all in a flexible environment. An example from the Innovation Academy. This is a photo where students got to choose the project they will work on for the day. And this happens to be a 3D lab where they can collaborate in a flexible classroom space. See this QR code for a 360 inside look at Innovation Academy, which is also a very innovative way to capture what is happening in our classrooms. Students in Innovation Academy also collaborate with other tools, not just technology. There are many tools students can use, but they'll be engaged on authentic projects and in a collaborative environment so that they are all engaged in their learning. Personalized learning with a maker mindset is another initiative, and Dysart's focusing on how this relates to personalized learning. Students are becoming very proficient as tech consumers, but not as much on tech creators and producers. We're helping them to develop that. A maker mindset is one that encourages self-directed learning, risk-taking, exploration, discovery. We are learning what it takes to create personalized learning environments and have created models that our teachers and admin can learn from as they create increasingly personalized learning environments in their schools. Our 3R Summit, redefine, redesign, reimagine, engage stakeholders so they could experience and imagine what personalized learning looks like. This spreads enthusiasm for what our students need and how we can build it as we move forward in our strategic plan. We partner with community. They hold jobs that sustain our economy. We have internships for students. We have partnerships so that community members are in our schools, working with our students and helping them understand where we are going in our economy and for jobs for the future. Redesign. We take a systems perspective. What would we change if we were really student-centered? How can we redesign what our schools look like and give expanded opportunities for students to learn? Student-centered. We've changed learning experiences, curriculum, got grading, assessments, furniture, to name a few things. We are holding decisions up to, are they student-centered, and how can students benefit from those? Reimagine. We are reimagining what students should experience in education. With technology tools, students experience the world around them. Our Global Academy, students can truly connect with cultures around the world, such as partnering and collaborating with people around the world to understand the issues and the people in the world that they are connected by. Jamie Cassip, Google's educational evangelist, spoke at our 3R Summit. He challenged us. He said, when I talk to students, I don't ask them what they want to be when they grow up. I ask them what problems do they want to solve. It's a new frame of reference, a new challenge for our students, a new challenge for us as we work together to help students understand what problems they want to solve in this world. Student pace, another new frame of reference. Students pacing their own learning. What works for each student? Students learn in different ways and at different paces, but they all are learning. Place, they are learning in different places, flexible learning environments, places where they are comfortable, places where they can choose what works best for them. Here's an example of a flexible learning furniture in an elementary classroom. Students can choose where they need to be so that they can continue to learn. Our collaborative commons, an example from our high schools. We've transformed our libraries to these collaborative commons with flexible furniture and new ideas of how students come and go when they need support for their learning. Relationships. All this is surrounded by supportive relationships for students and staff, and allows them to grow, to change as we move forward in this new era. As Abraham Lincoln said, the best way to predict the future is to create it, and we're creating a bright future for our students. Future-ready students, please look at this video for an inside look at a redefined, redesigned, and reimagined learning environment.
The Innovation Academy is really our attempt to kind of understand what personalized learning is. We started asking ourselves these questions of what would happen if we broke out of the traditional box, and what if we allowed students to move at their own pace and choose their own seats and work in the content that they wanted to and work on projects that were meaningful to them. And what if we could spark that ingenuity and creativity that we really want to see in the educational world.
This program was created to give all of those kids that chance to feel empowered to take learning into their own hands and develop it how they need it to look.
The first way is that students are able to choose their own pace for their learning. So they're using the online platform of Buzz.
Each student is enrolled in their 4 core courses. They have language arts, social studies, science, and math. They're working through their curriculum at their own pace to their level that they feel they understand things. So they get to choose when they do it. For those students that do math really well in the morning, they do math in the morning. If you're not good at math in the morning, they can choose to do it in the afternoon. So they're picking how their day is going to look, and I think for students, that's a big part of how they're learning in this environment.
I really enjoy picking out like what subject I want to do like that day. Usually like I'll do math one day, reading like the next, science, social studies, like that. I feel like I get more work done if I pick one a day because like I focus on that mainly.
We have a new vision, a new plan, a profile of a graduate, our strategic plan. We will align our practice with our vision so all students are successful. Our next steps are multiple measures of accountability, and our profile for a graduate outlines all of the knowledge, skills, and dispositions that students need to be successful. We will measure those and ensure student success. Our dashboard initiative, we will work to make sure that all of our data is available and displayed in a way that all stakeholders will understand where we are, what is being measured, and what is our progress. School level continuous improvement plans. These plans are aligned with the strategic plan so that each school has a focus, has goals, objectives, strategies that they will be moving forward and being successful with. Thank you. We're excited about this new era for students. We're leading change, and we're ready to do it together with you. Thank you very much.